Welcome back, friends, to the Lucky Die. Previously, Lafian checks on loved ones, Rhal is told the plan is ridiculous, Squash tries to study, and Zaltanna speaks with an expert. Common's interaction with Trevor and Demi indicates that Dacian has plans that could kill most of the world, but despite the stakes, Zaltanna is still unable to keep her blood rage under control when around Bogrim. Taking a firmer hand on her actions, she speaks with Gruumsh to help guide her into finding herself again. Can Bogrim keep them safe in the stalking? What does 5 rounds between gods look like? And how soon before Dacian holds the world's sleep in his hands? I guess we're about to find out. Welcome back to the Lucky Die.
You find yourselves in Chatvook, in front of the statue of 3 of you, and Demi has just GTFO'd. What do you want to do?
What do we want to do? That's a good question. We have,
You already did the mandatory shopping.
Oh.
Just going to put that there.
Oh,
did we though? I feel that was shopping.
Yeah.
What about second shopping?
What about second shopping?
I
She
bet he
doesn't
doesn't
know
even
about
know
second
about...
shopping.
Ah!
Didn't we make this exact joke at one point, Casey?
Probably.
Very, very probably. Welcome to the Lucky Die repeat joke edition.
It's funnier the second
Repetition
time.
is funny.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a pregnant pause, and then the squashes just kind of sheepishly say, like, Lafian, do you still have the Blissful Eclipse pin that we used in the last fight with Dacian? Not last, the fight before that, the fight in the crater.
Lafian reaches a hand into the bag of holding as he looks at his character sheet.
It's either Lafian or Zaltanna that have it.
Didn't we? No.
No,
We
we
left
definitely
it.
would not have.
We left it.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, I'm
didn't
pretty sure we
take it
left
with
that.
us. We left it there, and then we exploded the library. We took everything else from the
No,
box,
no.
but we
No, not that
specifically
one.
left it.
No, he's talking about a
Squash
different one.
doesn't even know about that one.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's talking about a different one, Zaltanna. I do not. Probably for the best, though, but no, I do not.
I have that one. Yeah.
Oh, you
That's
do?
on my,
Oh, God.
That's on my character sheet.
You just have it in your pocket.
I have a bag of holding or some shit, I guess. I don't know. I have like some kind
No.
of bag.
No.
I have some kind of
No.
bag.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a bag. The
the-
bags of holding are currently on Squash, but that's actually also Demi's, not his.
Yeah.
And Lafian has one that's all of his own.
But
Or
I
all of your own.
specifically think is it not? I swear to God it was on my character sheet.
I am happy to bullshit and say that you decided to store it in the stalking, in the bag of holding, so that you wouldn't be carrying it around and be more easily be spied. I'm happy to retroactively say that, whether or not we have said that at some point in the past.
We're
I'm happy to
establishing
say
it
that
now.
that's what it
I'm
is.
stupid, and I just mixed up the fact that I have a letter on. I had a letter on Travis's whereabouts, and then like near enough to it, I saw a thing that said "rad pin," and my brain got confused and thought it was the pin that we need. That was the bad pin.
You have the pin that Pintor gave you, but that's
Yeah.
a very different one.
It's a rad pin. It specifically says on my character sheet, a super rad pin.
Okay.
It does.
Okay,
So-
Lafian, do you have the pin?
Yeah, shout out we
Yeah.
roll back.
You know, evidently, Squash, I do.
Okay. Sorry. Squash is gonna bring out Demi's bag of holding, and he's going to reach into it, and he's going to bring out one of the 3 fax pins and just drop it in the bag of holding that Lafian is holding. Once we're in the stalking, me and Rhal, you 2 will have pins. The 2 of us will have pins. Wearing the pin makes the magic of the Blissful Eclipse avatars weaker. This may be very necessary because we're about to fight Daijin at full power for the first time.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Can you... Do you want us to wear the pins?
Only once we go into battle. Before then, you should absolutely not wear it. It should be in the stocking at that point.
Did we... Okay, all right. Me, Arch, apparently missed that part.
Oh, during the crater fight, we found out that wearing the pin kind of puts you in sync with the Blissful Eclipse and makes it hard for them to target you with spells.
Correct.
You get an advantage on all saving throws against Blissful Eclipse agents.
Yes. Zaltanna wore it last time because Zaltanna was intending to be the tank and was the tank so that Daijin would have a harder time hitting her.
How did I miss that part?
I think it was 3 years ago. Yes, it gives you advantage against saving throws and it makes it harder for them to hit you with spells.
Okay, is there a concern of being mind-controlled whilst wearing it?
I don't know what other effects they have. While we were fighting Daijin in the crater, he did not exert any kind of different control over it. My assumption is that this thing is only used for communication. I don't think it does mind control. But it might, and this is a big leap, but I am making assumptions, it might be able to be used as a surrogate for touch spells. I have heard of such items. Meaning that anybody wearing a pin can basically be targeted by a spell that usually requires touch.
I certainly hope not.
Me too, but this is a guess. I'm thinking terrible scenarios.
Okay, terrible scenarios. Understood.
Let's hope that Daijin is not taking notes and writing down ideas.
Right.
No.
So that's at least something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to the local Witches Society, and I'm going to see if I can figure out this anti-scrying, anti-teleportation runes. And it's not anti-teleportation, it's only anti-scrying.
A mixture of the runes that you got from the Forge of the World and from Geata.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you and Demi spent time the night before going through that.
Yes.
On one of the evenings where you were just chilling out doing your shit. The episode where we do a single episode between you and I, that evening is when you spend time sitting down looking at that. So what do you want to know?
Squash wants to do his absolute goddamn best to figure out how to throw down a temporary version of it. It can last as long or as little as from 1 to 10 minutes. Even if it requires putting down sigils, papers, runes, blah, blah, blah. Squash is thinking if Daijin decides to meet us in a random location, Squash wants to be able to throw down an anti-teleportation rune.
Okay, go to the local Witches Society for the final details on that while I think of that. If someone else has something else to do, great. If not, then give me a second.
I mean, there's a conversation that I want to have between Squash and Lafian, but that can wait.
You can do that on the way to the Witcher Society. That would be dope because it gives me time to figure out exactly how to phrase this spell.
Sure.
You can also just pull Squash to the side if he tries to run
No,
away.
this is going to be a telepathic one for a very good reason.
Okay, no problem.
So it'll be a as we're walking type thing.
Okay, yeah.
So is everyone going to the Witcher Society?
Splitting up might be bad.
Just are we keeping the group together? Are we splitting up?
No.
I don't know where I'm needed. I think that I'm just okay to wander around at this point.
So, maybe you should stay with the group.
Okay.
He knows where we are.
Yeah,
Well,
we've been recently scryed on. It would be worse if you get caught out. No amount of weird dot saves will save you from a finger of death.
Chatbot just gets hit by a fucking orbital strike. Just that's the end of the story. TLD's over. But yeah, at some point while we're walking, just in the... Because we gave a ring to Squash, yeah?
Everyone
Only
except
one who doesn't have one.
Okay. Sorry, Rhal.
Oh, what? No, it's fine. I gave it to someone important. I think I can't remember.
Oh, fuck, wait, does that mean that... Oh, shit, Demi can hear this conversation.
Yeah.
Actually, it's fine. It doesn't matter if Demi knows.
You can ask her to, like, hey, can you just give me 5 minutes? And she...
No,
kick it
it's
off,
fine. I don't think... I hope Demi wouldn't care about this conversation.
Let me put it like this. I'm just going to say, just for the sake of brevity and ease, because I can't be asked fucking around with this, if you want to direct your communication at someone in particular, you're going to have to concentrate on it, but you can do it.
That's fine. I mean...
So that you can just have a conversation with him so that Demi won't hear it. Like, go right ahead.
I'm literally a telepath, so like...
Yeah, just go ahead. Like, I can say that y'all can do that. Fine.
Squash, I wanted to talk to you real quick while we're just walking.
Squash looks around at Lafian, waits to see any kind of confirmation that was actually him talking.
That was me, yes. Hi. Telepathic, remember?
Sorry.
Just gotta think your thoughts.
Squash goes into whatever telepathy. I don't think Squash has a lot of experience with this outside of sending. Is something wrong?
Reflecting back on everything that transpired recently, I thought I should share my thoughts on something that transpired that I think may have left a bad taste.
Sure. Go. What's bothering you?
So, how do I say this without sounding... Fuck it, I'm just going to be blunt. When we tried to bring you back...
Yeah.
And the Spectre said that it was left to a choice for you. Between myself and Rhal. I did not mean to present that in a way that came off as I was trying to back out or anything, and I understand that it may have presented as such. The reason why I proposed that way is because I was playing a game. I was testing the boundaries. I am woefully ignorant of the ways of death, as are most people in this world, and wanted to see if it was possible to bargain with death, in a sense.
I don't hold it against you, Balance. Sorry. I don't hold that against you, Lafian. We're all experiencing this, and I did something stupid, and you paid the price. I'm sorry for that.
It was a small price to pay.
It's not, but thank you for saying that. No, I don't feel like you were being... I just didn't expect to have to choose. It's just a thing.
I understand. It just was a very interesting learning experience for, I think, all of us.
I hope we can guide other people, but we never have to try again.
I should hope not. I did find it interesting, though. If you recall, in terms of when Rhal tried to make a sacrifice for Odette, the price was paid regardless of what the outcome was. But in this case, 2 payments were offered, but only the one that was accepted was taken. It puts a rather interesting perspective on what can be accomplished when bringing someone back.
You should also be aware that there was a second person who had to pay a price. And that was paid before Squash.
Right.
Could even get a choice.
Yeah. No, I don't pretend to understand the domain of death. That's probably something you could talk with Rhal or the Spectre about in further detail.
No, there's a reason why this is telepathic. I don't want this being put out in the air, and then the next thing that I know is my Spectre pulling me by the ear and saying, "How fucking dare you tamper with death?"
No, yeah, I get you. No, it's fine, Lafian. It's absolutely fine. But thank you for mentioning it.
I'm trying to be more considerate of others.
And thank you for,
Being your friend? Best friend? Good friend?
thank you for being a good friend.
You're welcome.
Squash just scratches his neck and seems kind of awkward at this point. Doesn't know exactly how to end the conversation.
You don't hang up. There is no hanging up. This is an open conversation. This is an open line.
Squash takes off the ring and puts it back on.
You hang up.
I don't know how to do this. You guys had this magical bond before. I don't know.
This one's better because you can take that ring off.
You guys were doing that thing behind my back. You thought I didn't notice? I noticed.
The blank stares.
Yeah. No, I think that's all Squash has to say about that.
It's a bit of a walk. It's kind of at the edge of town, and it's not particularly big. It's this, like, very narrow 2-story building. Like, it's one room, and then there's another room on top, and that's it. The Witcher Society here is not very big. It's not very famous. It just is what it is. It's not the kind of place that would have a teleportation rune, for example. It's not the kind of place that would be very, very well stocked. And you might be lucky if someone is actually in the office today. Like, it's that kind of a place. It's very, very small. But luckily for you, there is somebody who is working today. You see this half-elven man. He has, like, shortly cropped brown hair, bit of a goatee, really dark blue eyes. And he's just happily working away, whistling as he goes.
Dachin?
No. Just coincidence.
Or a sight V?
Sure, go ahead.
22 insight. Is it Dachin?
No, it's not Dachin.
Oh, thank God.
You're welcome. Good job on rolling high on this roll.
Listen, I would have...
it's not Dachin. He just seems happy to be going about his job. He seems to be excited. His aura is, like, giving you, like, a genuine, like, vibe of, like, he's excited. He's like, if someone is, like, nerding out over something that they've only thought about or some new release has come out, he is just in that kind of, like, flurry of excitement.
Oh, God, guys, it's a GameStop nerd.
Oh, no, they released a new codex. All right. Yeah, Squash is just gonna, like, walk up to, like, whoever's, like, to this guy and just like, sorry, I have to do some research, magical-wise. Do you guys have, like, a library or an area where I can put down my documents and stuff?
Yeah, we've got a workspace upstairs. Are you a mage of the Witcher Society?
I'm currently not enrolled, but I studied from the former headmistress. But I'll pay a fee. Like, I'm okay with that.
Oh, well, probably better get you signed up properly then. Is this going to be... And he reaches under the desk, he pulls out this, like, quill, and he pulls out, like, a parchment, and he's clearly got stuff pre-written on there. It's like, all right, so is this going to be your Witcher Society home base, or is there another?
No, this would not be my home base. I probably won't have a home base for a very long time. We're kind of travelers.
Oh, okay.
And Squash just kind of fingers the guys.
Hi, you might know us.
Phrasing?
I think Lafian's gonna kind of come up next to Squash at this point. Hi.
Hi.
I don't believe we've met. Lafian Datherdy, a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Lafian Datherdy. And you see that he, like, drops to one knee and he bows, and you kind of can't see him over the desk. And then he stands back up and he says, I thought you were Pintor. Oh my gosh.
I get that a lot, but I do appreciate that. Pintor does look very similar to me. He gets it. Mm-hmm. I can't say he gets it from me. He gets it from my father. We both do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yes, you both do. Rather similar to your father, I must say. Okay, so I can put your details. You are a Mr.
Squash.
Mr. Squash, okay. And there's this. The entrance fee is 50 gold, and that covers you for most of the materials, a place to stay for most of the time, and that is a fee that should be returned annually, unless, of course, you partake in any of the work, in which case that fee will be reduced or refunded completely. Okay, and he turns it round, slides it across. Just sign at the bottom there, please, and your payment.
Oh, I don't have 50 gold on me, but I do have 20. Like, can we finagle this a little bit. You're barely gonna see me. I'm gonna be on the move a lot.
Which mistress?
Fuck. I know exactly what's about to happen.
Yeah. Sorry, I what was your name, by the way? I didn't...
Zesty. Everyone calls me Uncle Zesty.
Zesty. Pleasure. Listen, we're only in town for the next day or so, so we're not really going to be around for very long. Squashy is doing some very important arcane work for myself and my friends here, and he very pointedly gestures to Zaltanna and Rhal. we kind of need this space as soon as possible. It's
Oh, your bloodiness. And he drops to one knee in front of Zaltanna.
I do a little bow.
He gets back up again.
This is very important
of course,
work.
If you had just mentioned that you are hiring one of our mages, of course, your bloodiness, your highness. And he bows. He takes the scroll from Squash and he signs the bottom. It's like, yes, in that case, I'll assume that you're doing work for them. No problem. Please, your bloodiness upstairs. As soon as he really realizes that you notice he's just like, he's paying no attention to nobody else. Of course, make your way through the stairs up there. You'll find a little reading room upstairs. Unfortunately, the library is a little bit sparse since we aren't on one of the major outposts. It's just me and another here. So please go right ahead.
Thank you, Zesty.
You on the path of bloody vengeance by any chance?
Oh, myself? No. I'm fully committed to being a mage, I'm afraid. I tend to find magic in everything and everyone that I see.
Mage of bloody vengeance.
I could dabble in it if need be, I guess.
I think
Are you
Squash is walking away at this point.
Are you asking if I'm trying to get this guy to join my
call?
Yeah.
Because the answer is obviously.
I could. Is there any? I'm truly a man dedicated to the craft and experiencing all the things of magic that I can. Is there something particularly special about following your bloodiness that could improve my magical arts? I'm so sorry.
You know, Zaltanna, I seem to recall very recently you wielding some very potent magics that seem to shatter the earth around you and infect most of our enemies.
Yeah, that's true. I got this. If you follow me, you'll get this insane aura that will scare the shit out of your enemies. So if anyone gets too close to you, obviously you're a mage, close quarters, not the best for mages. Following the path of bloody vengeance kind of helps you keep your personal bubble personal. You know what I'm saying?
Zaltanna's new tagline. Can you either make a persuasion roll or a religion roll for me, please? And by the way, the voice note I put next to here is GameStop nerd. It was too good not to put down.
There you go. 17.
You see him put a hand to his chin, and he's like, "Yeah." I mean, I do like my personal bubble being my personal bubble. You know what? I'll give it a try. I hear that's I can't remember what his name is.
Honorino?
I just want to say Travis. Thank you. I've heard that Honorino is beginning to build a temple along the side, so maybe I'll give it a look. You can add an extra person to your follower list.
Woo! I'm getting really good at this.
Rhal, you need persuading anybody since we're all we're all convincing people of shit right now.
Well, I am going to do a magic trick and convince them I'm the best at magic.
Roll performance.
Oh god, no! Just go upstairs, guys.
Yeah, please.
Squash. You find some books around that are helpful. And along with the notes that you made whilst you were studying with Demi a couple of nights previous, you have access to a spell called anti-teleportation. You are not a high, powerful mage, and you do not have the magical prowess to make something ridiculously powerful that is permanent. But it is well within your grasp to create a 30-foot radius circle of anti-teleportation. No saves, no nothing. You step in it, you can't teleport. End of business. Bosh. It is a level 5 spell. You require an unused, never used padlock, never picked, never opened, as your component. Obviously the hand motion for this is undoing the padlock and closing it again, and you just say whatever the hell magical words you want to say. The range of this is 60 foot. It is a 1-minute concentration spell. You're going to need to put it on a scroll because it is level 5. It's 1 action cast.
Right, all right. Yeah, I think Squash is probably going to spend a couple of hours working on this.
Yep, absolutely fine.
And, yeah. Once that is ready, I'm assuming I'm going to have to go find a fucking wizard to lend me some fucking magic.
I believe with scrolls, you don't have to have that level spell slot. You just need to pass the DC.
Yeah, but
you have to roll for it.
So to create a scroll, it's like a whole thing in the DM guide. How are you ruling scrolls?
Fuck it. That's how I'm ruling it. You're in the Major Society. The dude downstairs now follows her bloodiness and will happily make this for you under the guise that apparently you're already under service contract to a Mages Guild somewhere. To a Witcher Society somewhere. I'm happy to hand wave this because this is an awesome spell. I want you to be able to use it, but I don't want you to have access to it permanently.
Yeah. Then I think Squash is going to try to boss out like 2 or 3 of them because he has to roll to make this check. So there's a good chance he's going to flub it.
Okay, roll a D2 for me.
A D2, all right. I rolled a 1.
You can make 2.
All right, thank you.
It's going to take you until almost midnight.
Yep.
So I'm going to say let's say sundown, let's say 9 o'clock or something at night. So you have a few hours left of the evening, but really not much. Is there anything that Lafian, Rhal, and Zaltanna would like to do while Squash is getting his nerd on with Uncle Zesty at the GameStop? I mean, at the Witcher Society.
Don't call him Uncle Zesty. It sounds so wild.
I'm going to try to meditate.
Yeah, of course. I will have something for meditation. Yeah, what's up? Looks up at Lafian.
No, the was at the fucking Uncle Zesty thing in the games. Just when you put them both in a sentence, it just sounds so creepy.
I used to be called Auntie Hem for the longest time.
No, but the name Zesty with the uncle, with the GameStop thing sounds very
you got
pedophilic.
100% blame Peregrine for this.
It gets really creepy. It gets really creepy.
It's just a happy little nerd.
No.
Okay. Zaltanna, whilst you are meditating, whilst you are chilling out, just doing what you need to do, I'm going to say 6, 7-ish or something like that. You get a message from Tuck. You hear him praying to you, calling for your attention, and he says, "All right, Zaltanna, not 100% sure you'll pick this up, but so there's a thing going down at Darkhammer Stronghold. There's a bunch of people milling together. Elise is riling them up. There's a big stage performance happening right now, and it involves cannons, and Dorian Carswell and a bunch of other people are putting on a play about a lighthouse and talking about the greatness of Zaltanna, and you might want to get down here, mate. It's a big crowd, and if you need more people and you got a couple of minutes to show up, it might help. I don't know. Elise seems really intent. Anyway, mate, I hope you're having a good day. Catch up soon. Bye, mate."
For me to show up at Darkhammer Stronghold is what he's asking?
Basically, yeah. He's basically saying there's a big bunch of people that Elise and this stage show are riling up in your name.
Well, I mean, I can't teleport.
We're in a Witcher Society.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess I could teleport. I guess I'll go Solo journey, Darkhammer Stronghold for like an hour and then back.
It's possible. Yeah, I'm going to say it's definitely possible. You probably might want to take... No, there's someone at Darkhammer Stronghold would know what Chapvok is and what it looks like. At least some of the double ones would be able to get you back. So yeah, 100%. You can do that with no fear about getting back. My worry is like, oh crap, but not many people know where Chapvok is or how to get you back. Someone will get you back. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah, you can rock up to Zesty and Zesty will more than happy send you. Is anyone going with, or are you going to do a solo? It's entirely up to you.
I mean, I'll extend the offer if anyone wants to come to Darkhammer Stronghold with me and for the glory of Zaltanna.
Squash is working on a scroll.
I don't have anything to do. I was just told not to wander off, so I'll do whatever.
Yeah, all right. You want to come? You want to come to Darkhammer Stronghold with me?
Sure.
I mean,
okay.
This is probably wandering off, but we're wandering off together, so that's the important thing.
Okay.
My wandering off senses are tingling.
Lafian looks up from his meditation. I sense someone's leaving.
I sense shenanigans.
You probably have at least until like mid-morning next day before Dachin or whomever it was that scryed on you previously can scry on you again. You think you have that amount of time? Yeah, absolutely.
Keep your phone on you.
It's just that... Points to rings. Zesty sends you on your way. You find yourself basically standing almost directly outside of Darkhammer Stronghold. Actually outside the palace area itself. You can see that sort of down the roadish, it's probably about 8 o'clock by the time like Zesty is like calm enough and finished writing something extreme to actually be able to send you there. And you can see that there is this huge group of people making their way towards the courtyard of the palace itself. You recognize, Zaltanna, many members of the Double Ones who are kind of around the edge of this group. They're kind of stopping scuffles, they're keeping the guards away, like they are keeping control in the situation doesn't turn into an immediate riot. You can see at the front, you can see this tall human man who clearly has like the grace of an actor about him. He's a human man. You would also just, from the odd word you hear him saying, you recognize him as a man who prayed to you once before and asked for your help to deal with some understudies. He is that man. You see walking next to him is Elise, and she's very gracefully dancing through the streets, and like as she's going, Tuck is like making beating drums. You can see a lot of people in the crowd are also doing the same thing. There's a very kind of like jovial yet serious atmosphere to it. It's very like cheerful, but there's clearly an undercurrent of something important happening. What do you two want to do?
Go up to Tuck and Elise.
As you make your way up to Tuck and Elise, the crowd as a whole, like kind of, they become quiet from the front and go backwards. As people realize that you are approaching Zaltanna. And Elise and Tuck, they kind of like rush out to meet you, and Elise throws her arms around you, and she very quietly whispers, but very excitedly, like, "Hi, so I'm really glad you turned up. These people are primed and ready for vengeance, and I think now might be the time for you to help turn them. But give me a second as I prepare the stage for you." And she's clearly just lost her shit with this. She's enjoying the hell out of whatever the hell is happening here.
I'm so obsessed. I love Elise.
Tuck puts his like drum box that he's been using, he puts it on in front of her and like helps her to step up on it. And she throws her arms wide and she says, "Hello, I am Elise. I am the herald of the great, of the bloody Zaltanna herself. Yes, you have just seen an amazing play put on by Dorian Carswell." And he bows in front of the entire crowd. Here putting on a play at the birthplace of Zaltanna Thunderheart herself. The only true place to put on a play of this magnitude, to make you see and understand the glory, the need that we have for a goddess such as this right now. And you see a woman in the crowd, and she steps forward, and you recognize her voice. And she says, "Yeah, so Zaltanna helped me recently. She told me I needed to not exactly go wail on my boss with an axe, but speak with her and tell her that she's expecting too much. And it gave me the courage to stand up and start a new job. And I'm now becoming a blacksmith. And I heard tale from a friend of mine that a landlord was being a dick and shorting them and charging them too much money. And they stood up against him. And now they have a place of their own. They're like, fuck this guy. And they made their own place. We need someone like Zaltanna right now to fight for us. And you hear like the crowd just like beginning to go nuts. You also spot your mother in the crowd. And she...
What the fuck?
She kind of like raises her voice above everything. And she says, "Yeah, my daughter is strong. And she kicks the shit out of anyone who gets in the way. We need people like her. We need them now. Our world is falling apart and we need someone like her. Now, not just now, but also in the future. I mean, look at her. Look how strong she is. She's one of our own." And again, you hear the crowd beginning to go nuts. And Elise just kind of like nudges at you. Like she's not like close enough to like rib you, put her elbow into your ribs, but she kind of like looks at you and she's like...
Zaltanna's having a moment
something.
because of her mom. Like, she's...
Oh.
No, it's not a good one. It's not good. She's not like blood ragey or anything like that, but she's like... She kind of like is like looking out and she's like having a like, Nope, this is not the moment to call out my mom. This is not the moment to call out my mom. There are better moments. There are better things I can do here. Calling out my mom is not one of them. Bitch.
She's helping for now.
It's helping build up the rage. That's a good thing. Elise kind of like looks back at you and she jumps off the drum box. She's like, "Go on, just say something. These people are ready to follow you. They just need that nudge. There's hundreds of people here. Go for it."
Slay.
I'm gonna get up on the box. I'm gonna look out over them and I'm gonna go, "Friends, Discorans, countrymen, give me your rage. I am here for your rage. I can handle it for you. And if you can't, I want to handle it with you. I want to mold it into something stronger than it is. I want to mold it into a purpose. Our rage is not aimless. It is not seething and shapeless and just a fire that burns ceaselessly. It is a fire that burns, but it is a controlled burn. It's pointed. Your rage should be an arrow. It should be a guiding light, like a neon sign pointing you in the direction you need to go.
What's that?
Let me help you find the direction you need to go in. And let me help you get there.
Behind you as you speak, Elise and Tuck Tuck begins to do a very gentle beat, and you can actually hear not just a beating on whenever he's doing, you also hear a little bit of a melody coming off from behind him. And Rhal, behind Zaltanna, you can see that Elise is beginning to actually raise her magics up, and you see this kind of fiery shape form behind her and take the form of a out-of-control blaze, and then a controlled one, and then an arrow. And then you can see it snaps out and turns into the kind of crest that is Zaltanna behind her. Zaltanna, Casey, I need you to roll a persuasion or a religion check for me, please. Rhal, is there anything you want to do to help?
I am clapping and cheering.
Okay. Fair.
That's a 16.
It's not bad. The crowd go nuts. You hear this unbelievable cheers and applause from the audience as they go off. You hear lots of like rage cries and shouts, and you hear lots of thumping and people stamping their feet on the ground. There's like even some of the
Woo! Yeah!
Fuck my
wow, great
landlord!
layering, guys.
Rage,
Yeah.
rage!
Fuck yeah!
Landlords are assholes.
Don't layer that in there.
My dad's a landlord, but he's an asshole too!
What? We already established Zaltanna hates landlords.
in the notice! Fuck this bitch!
Zaltanna is a full-on commie baby.
Yeah, the crowd just go unbelievably nuts. And you feel this kind of like swell of energy from the crowd, and even Rhal, you feel it too. You just feel this energy just build up in this group, and although some of them are still being slightly contained by the double one, so they don't actually start attacking the guard randomly, yeah, you feel this like righteous energy in them. And you feel it build in the group and pass forward into Zaltanna. And you feel Zaltanna, you feel the rage of 300 people beating in your chest. Ooh. And it is quite overwhelming. Can you roll a religion check for me, please?
18.
You gain 180 followers.
Jesus.
The crowd is like 400 people strong. Like, it's most of them. At least the ones who can directly hear Zaltanna anyway.
Everyone in the back, what'd she say?
What? Something about arrows and neon?
I will project all the voice into the crowd with my illusion magic.
What are you going to say, Rhal?
Whatever Zaltanna says, but like for the people in the back.
Once more for the people in the back, Neil.
Yeah.
How close are you, Zaltanna?
I literally need 7 more followers.
Oh my fucking
Neil.
god.
All right, Neil, for the people in the back, roll a d20.
Okay.
No pressure.
Jesus Christ, dude.
16.
Dope. 16 people at the back join your cause.
Oh my god.
Magic is great. Very
Well, this
useful.
episode is clearly be called for the people in the back, right? Zaltanna, you hit, and as you feel this energy build up inside of you, you feel that sudden shift in your chest, like you feel a second heartbeat next to yours, like it's a death, but this isn't. This is the beating heart of Bikram. You feel it right next to yours, and it's pounding there. It begins to slowly ease off as the crowd begins to chill a bit, but yeah, you feel something extra next to yours.
V.
As you hit your follower count. Yeah.
I'm one thing away from full godhood.
I know.
Zaltanna is going to be so much worse.
I think the only thing left on your
Defeat
godhood is you've killed
Blissful
Dravos. You do 1,000. Defeat the Blissful Eclipse, yeah. As this crowd is kind of going nuts and you're feeling Bikram kind of flowing through your veins, everything around you suddenly stops. Freezes 100% in place. Rhal, sorry, you are also frozen in time. Zaltanna, what you see is kind of appearing in front of you is Clemdal, who is the goddess of paperwork now, former goddess of fate weaving. You also see standing at her side Gruumsh, person you recognize very well. And you also see this halfling woman. Her face is very taut and very gaunt, like skin stretched over bone with nothing beneath. You can see that her eyes are kind of glowing this dark green colour, almost flickering like flames. Her hair is very scraggly. Her clothes are very much like a torn grey dress. And she looks, and she feels very dark. And Clemdal says, Zaltanna, congratulations.
Yeah, this is great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, your good friends here, Gruumsh and Luanta here, they've asked that we amend your godhood status. And Gruumsh says,
After our talk yesterday, I and Luanta, she spoke with you recently, before Dravas, said you spoke to her with respect. She and I petitioned Clemdal that when you had reached 1,000 followers as you had previously bargained, and once you had killed Dravas, you are raised to godhood.
But I did not want to happen that straight away. I think we're skipping a step. So, considering their petitions and what they have offered in the bargain, with your permission, I would like to amend your paperwork. A different clause, shall we say. I'm refusing their petition that you become a goddess immediately, because you still need to defeat the blissful eclipse. But I am willing to remove Soulfire if you permit the change in your contract.
So basically it's the same contract, just with no Soulfire.
Yes, because if you die in this fight, you're going to either be absorbed by them or consumed in Soulfire. Now, that's entirely your choice, but yes, this is as close as a compromise as I can make, and I cannot change your paperwork without your express permission.
Yeah, I mean, I'd really prefer to not have Soulfire, I guess I'd rather be destroyed by Soulfire than consumed by the blissful eclipse, but in the long run, I think not immediately being consumed by Soulfire upon death is a much better option for me, because, what if I die, Gods forbid, before the blissful eclipse? Or what if I die, afterwards, once we save the world? I'd rather, I can.
Luanta says, perhaps, if that is what you prefer, that is something that could also be written in, that should the blissful eclipse succeed, that you be given the mercy of oblivion, rather than being consumed.
Yes, please.
I will uphold my portion of the bargain for this to take place, Clemdal. And Gruumsh also nods.
What did you guys give Clemdal for this?
That is between Luanta and myself.
And Luanta's we decided to give her a favor further down the line.
Trading favors is
see
great.
Gruumsh just roll his eye. He's just oh, for God's sake.
I feel so lucky to already have god friends that care about me this much. You guys are great.
Yeah, you made a good impression on Luanta. That really helped. Clemdal basically reaches into her robes and she pulls out a scroll. And she lays it and hovers it in front of you, hands over a quill. And she says, all you have to do is sign.
I'm going to sign it. Also, I want to petition... I'm not going to petition her, but I just want to petition out into the ether that Zaltanna, Gruumsh, and Luanta for the new triad. But, we're not a great triad. We're, the triad you go to if you're, a super pissy gamer boy.
If you're absolutely fucked and you just... It's the triad for, the edgelords.
Yeah, we're the edgelord triad.
Literally all three of you are murder,
triad.
murder, and murder.
Yeah, if you come to the edgelord triad, you're definitely
You're up shit creek.
Yeah, you're up shit.
Or you're about to start an adventure.
We're so great.
You sign the scroll, and it wraps itself back up, and you are pushed back into regular time. You did it. Yeah, I think that's the only comment I need to have on this episode. It finally happened. Woo! Yes, Casey, amazing as always. And I am so stoked to finally have this big plot thing kind of mostly wrapped. I mean, yeah, there still is the end to deal with, but like, it's so good. I'm so happy the way this turned out. And I'm so excited for Zaltanna. I know Zaltanna isn't real, but holy shit, I'm so happy. Yeah, that's the only comment I have. All right. I want to say a huge thank you to one of our newer patrons, Thoptonaut King. Hopefully I nailed that. And I also want to thank you, Peregrine, for the name Uncle Sesty. Thanks to patron supporters means we could do something like play this amazing moment in person. So yeah, this was awesome. Thank you guys so much for helping that. If you want to help us out in any other way, if you want to go listen to any of the amazing music that Neil has made for this, we're up on Bandcamp. Search The Lucky Die. The first season is there. Go buy it. All that money goes directly to Neil, who did such amazing work editing this entire thing together. So, yes, awesome. Also need to say thank you to Dagur for voicing Gruumsh once again. Amazing as always. You're about to hear an ad for a podcast called VHS Haunted. It's kind of scary-ish, so I love horror. It's amazing. Go do that. Yeah, I think... Thank you all so much for listening up to this point. Thank you all for following Zaltanna. And, yeah, your bloodiness. Woo!
Were you there in Vineta? That ancient city? So long ago.
Tell me it's not true. It's not true. Please tell me it's not true. Please.
Were you there when those men went to the moon?
On 11, this is Houston. You're go for landing. Over. Roger. Go for landing. 3,000 feet.
Were you there when the secret was given?
Mama, I'm so scared.
It will cause you to tremble.
Oh, God! Is there no hope?
Tremble.
No, me! No, me! No, me! No, me!
Tremble.
Houston, it's right on top of us. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Were you there? Impala Films presents VHS, a mini-season analog horror event. VHS, premiering wherever you get your podcasts. Remember, it's only a dream.